A warm welcome to all the viewers. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss about how the digestion of fats takes place. So without wasting much time, let's begin our topic. First of all, fats. Fats are water insoluble compounds. A dietary fat, which is the fat we take in our food, consists of neutral fat, that is triglyceride. Now, a triglyceride is formed by the combination of three fatty acid molecules condensed with a molecule of glycerol by ester bonds, and the enzymes which help in the hydrolysis of fats are called as esterases, and the most important esterases is lipase. The digestion of fats starts in the stomach and nearly completes in the small intestine. So let's begin with the first part of the alimentary canal, that is buccal cavity. Buccal cavity has only salivary amylase and there is no lipolytic enzyme which can digest the fat. Hence, no fat is digested in the buccal cavity. From buccal cavity, food now goes into the stomach. Stomach has a weak gastric lipase which is responsible to digest some of fats into monoglycerides and fatty acid. This gastric lipase works in slightly alkaline pH, that is pH 4 to 5. However, it is sensitive to free acid, that is HCl, present in the stomach having pH 1.2 to 1.8, and thus weak gastric lipase is soon destroyed. The thick acidic mixture or gastric juice and semi-digested food formed in the stomach is called as chyme, which then goes into the intestine. In small intestine, food meets three different type of juices. First one is the bile. Bile is alkaline, yellowish green juice which is secreted by the parenchymal cells of liver. Bile has no enzyme, hence there is no chemical action on food. Now coming to the composition of bile. Bile is formed of water, sodium bicarbonates, two bile pigments, that is green colored biliverdin and yellow colored bilirubin. Two bile salts are also there, that is sodium glycocholate and sodium taurocolate. These two bile salts are very important. They reduce the surface tension of lipids like that of modern detergents and help to emulsify fats and oils. Emulsification of fats and oils means the breakdown of large fat droplets into smaller ones. Moreover, the association of bile salts with small fat droplets prevents the fusion of fat droplets and a stable emulsion is formed. Thus, there will be better action of fat splitting enzymes. Next one is the pancreatic lipase, also called as trypsin, present in the pancreatic juice. It is the principal fat digesting enzyme. It hydrolyzes fats in stages. In the first stage, the pancreatic lipase separates one fatty acid molecule, changing the emulsified triglyceride into diglyceride. In the second stage, diglyceride is broken down into monoglyceride and a fatty acid molecule. In the third stage, monoglyceride is further hydrolyzed into glycerol molecule and a fatty acid molecule is also formed along with. Thus, a complete hydrolysis of fat molecule gives 3 fatty acid molecules and 1 glycerol molecule as well. But important point to note here is that during digestion of fats, only 50% of the fat is digested into glycerol and fatty acid, and the remaining 50% are monoglyceride and diglyceride. This is because the digestion of fats is a slow process and only few hours are available for the action of pancreatic lipase in the intestine. Therefore, the end products of fat hydrolysis are fatty acid, glycerol, monoglycerides, diglycerides and even triglycerides. Lastly, the action of intestinal lipase. It occurs mainly in the intestinal epithelial cells and only a small amount is released in the intestinal juice. This enzyme helps in the hydrolysis of triglyceride, diglyceride and monoglyceride into fatty acid and glycerol like that of pancreatic lipase, but only a small amount of fat is digested in the cavity of intestine, and most of the intestinal digestion of fats occurs in the intestinal epithelial cells. In the intestine, food receives enough water from various juices to become an alkaline emulsion called as chyle. Dear students and viewers, this is all about digestion of fats. I hope you have understood the topic. So stay healthy and happy and remain connected for the next lecture.